Welcome to Stuck Time to Improv. I'm Mary Scott from Business Riff, and today we're talking about video. And our super duper expert today is Patti Troisi from Holistic On Camera Coach. Thanks for coming, Patti.
Oh, thanks for having me. Hi, you guys. It's so great to be here. It's such great timing.
Great timing indeed. Okay, so why do startups need video?
Oh my gosh, why don't you? I mean, there was a few years ago when I was first, really trying to nail home how important video is. Then COVID happened. So we became a virtual playground almost immediately because everybody was stuck in their homes, right? So we needed a way to connect with each other. So I talk a lot about how we get to be magnetic on camera and attract our ideal clients so people can find us.
So that's why people need to do video, and certainly during COVID. But even when we're not dealing with COVID, you can't always fly to a place where you're going to present to organizations or get new customers if you're a startup, or better yet, present to venture capital. And sometimes you have to have a nice video to get through the gatekeeper in order to get the appointment to come in and fly in and talk to venture capital. So that's the why, gang.
You could very well like make a phone call or send an email. But the difference is that it's like 30% of what people read, they retain, 70% of what they see, they retain. But together, think about that. 90% of what they see and hear and read together, right? That connection of being on video, see and hear, they're actually going to retain. So you in this virtual arena wanting to bypass all the static that's happening out there, it's not really a matter of if you want to make video. It's a matter of like how quickly can you get good at making videos.
Okay, Patti, tell us a little bit about your method.
I've created a 7-step process that is extremely easy because I wanted to grab the essentials of what allows you to be consistent and professional, to really stand in your authority, land your message, and look great. So I thought to myself, like, what are those things that you guys need to make that happen? Would you like to know what those are?
Oh, yes, definitely. Oh, and by the way, practice. The
Yes.
more you practice, the better you get.
Yeah, practice
Okay.
is essential. Listen,
So, yeah,
yeah.
tell us your 7 steps.
The first thing you want to do is write down the acronym SIMPLE, SIMPLE. And the very first thing you want to do is smile. It's your most valuable asset other than your mailing list is smiling, right? That's a whole other conversation, our mailing list and how important they are. Listen, there have been studies that show when you smile, you are giving someone the opportunity to embody what it is that you're conveying. So it opens up their heart, it makes them available, and it's just really good for you. So smile, it's the best kind of contagious there is. Step 2 is so simple, and it's just a matter of manners. Make sure you're smiling and then introducing yourself, saying your name. It's so simple, right? Okay, we're cruising along. Let's go to step 3, which is the M. So the M is to outline your message. The thing is you want to bring extra value, but you don't want to over deliver in your messaging because you confuse people. And then what you're delivering will get lost. You don't want them to get lost. You want them to really value all the gold that you're giving them, right? So we outline our message and we make sure we pick one thing. And I already did that for you. I smiled. I said, hey, I'm Patti Troisi. I introduced myself. I outlined my message. Today, we're going to talk about my simple framework for making any video. Follow the framework and it's going to work. It's worked for thousands of people. It will work for you. After we outline the message, the P is to present your message, right? Pick one topic. Don't pick 10 things. Pick one thing that you will be presenting. For example, today, the one thing I'm presenting to you is my simple framework. I'm going through these steps because I want you to remember it. Go deep as to why it is you're presenting that one thing. Really think about your audience, get into their heart, get into the empathy of what you're delivering. Where's their pain point? Pick the one thing that would really land for them. That's super, super important for them. Like Mary Scott, she helps you guys get started. That's one very, very, very important niche in the world, right? Getting you started. So she gives you permission for doing that, right? So you guys pick the one thing that's like super important. So I have an emotional, energetic connection. That's why I'm the holistic on-camera coach, right? I get in my heart, I bring it through the lens and into the heart of my audience. And hopefully this is landing for you. So just close your eyes for a second, take a big breath, and let's acknowledge how this is landing. Pick one thing. All right. After you present your message, you lead with a call to action. Now I have two ways that you could do this. And then if you're connecting and you're on a webinar or you're on a live or you're on a summit, there's lots of different ways to do this, but essentially you're going to hit two points. One is leading with a call to action. You're getting engagement from your audience. So if you're doing a live, or like today, we're doing a live, why don't you guys throw in some thumbs up if you're following me? Better yet, throw in a heart. You guys know how to do that. It's like the sideways V and then the 3. Throw in some hearts if this is really landing for you. Because if we see hearts, we're like, woo, we won, right? So throw in some hearts if this message is really landing. If having a simple framework will literally change your game. Share that with us because we want to know. Okay. So do you see what I just did? I just activated you. I activated the audience. Truth be told, I could have done that a lot earlier in the conversation. I forgot we were going live. So just remember, activate your audience, get them involved. You guys want to be a part of the conversation. I want to know that what I'm delivering for you is actually landing and it has value, right, Mary Scott?
Absolutely. And for startups, you're the only best person who's most passionate about what your idea is, what the purpose of your company is. So you are the best one to present that. And if you just talk to one person, and that person is the camera, it makes it much easier and you can really convey your passion.
Yes.
So presentation and passion, they're both P's.
I love that. That's really great. So put that in your little bag of tricks for sure. So the second part of lead with a call to action is to have a call to action for your audience. Give them an opportunity to work with you. What is your leading role right now? Are you going to, up your engagement? Are you going to invite people to a program you're doing? Are you going to share with them and invite them to jump on your mailing list? Maybe you're doing a lead gen. So just dump in the chat what your next call to action will be personally. And then your last bit will be end with a signature button. So that is something that will guide them to know that they'll get to see you again. So if you're running a YouTube channel or you do lives in your group, you can simply end by saying, hey, thank you so much for joining today. I so appreciate your feedback and I value your opinions. So don't forget to get back to me, send me an email or pop in some comments, and I will see you on the next video. And that's it. That's your signature button, whatever that might be. Just end with a signature button. It's something that they'll get used to seeing. When I did a show called The Content Creation Show and also my other show called Quantum Leap into Riches, I would end with, well, that's it for our show today. Thanks for joining us for Content Creation Show, and we'll see you on the next video, And so it's really just as simple as that. Just end with a signature button. And if you kind of smile, it really depends on your content, right? So
it's very important to end with a smile. Yeah. And 90% of startups fail within the first 5 years. And what I do is help them succeed. So thank you, Patti Troisi, for holistic on-camera coaching. This is Mary Scott from Business Riff, and thank you so much for coming to Stuck, Time to Improv. And I hope I'll see you next week.